Ahoy there, and welcome aboard the Penny Whistle pirate ship. We're in the music room. My name's James, and I play the guitar in the Meraki duo. In normal times, Meera and I would be able to be with you today in person and share our music with you thanks to the wonderful live music now. Unfortunately though, like everyone else, we're both stuck at our different homes. I'm actually stuck aboard this pirate ship still. But thanks to the wonders of the digital age, we're still able to make music together and share that with you today. I'm very lucky to have my guitar with me for company. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Hello everyone, my name is Meera and I play the flute. Now my flute is made of metal and it's very shiny. And the flute is a wind instrument, which means that we have to blow through it using our air. So can everyone go like this? Can everyone go like you're blowing out candles on a birthday cake? So watch what happens when I do that down my flute. So that's basically how the flute works. Now to make different notes, I can move my fingers like this. And when I can move my fingers, I can play all sorts of different music. I can play really low down here, I can play. Or I can play really high.
The guitar is a very fun instrument. It can play 6 different notes at once. It can be played by plucking the strings, or it can be played by strumming them all at once.
We decided to write a story about pirates. Normally, we go into lots of different schools and we perform our story, but we can't do that at the moment, so we decided to make it into a video. Now in this video, you'll be able to hear lots of different sorts of music, and sometimes you'll be able to see us playing our instruments. So this story is called The Music Pirates.
In today's pirate story, you're joining us on a swashbuckling adventure as we sail around the world on our ship, the Penny Whistle. The pirates learn music from all the different countries that they visit, from Spain to Brazil, making new friends along the way. There are different musical themes to listen out for in this story, like when we meet a scary shark, and there's also the merry tune the pirates play when we first set sail.
The flute is very good at playing very quietly and very beautifully. Sometimes we play lullabies. Now a lullaby is the piece of music that you use to rock a baby to sleep. So this music it's all about sleeping. So in the story, we play a lullaby. And I wonder, when you're listening to the story, can you listen out for this melody? It goes like this. When you hear this melody, you might even see a picture of a parrot. I actually play 2 different types of flute. I play my normal flute and then this other really big flute, and this is called the alto flute. So do you remember how My normal flute could play really high like this. It could play... Let's have a listen to the big flute, the alto flute. So this flute, it's a lot bigger and it's a lot lower down. So I actually play my alto flute in the story. So can you listen out for this tune? This tune appears about halfway through the story. It goes like this.
We hope you enjoy our pirate story. Here we go!
Once upon a time, on the rough and salty seas, there lived some pirates, the music pirates. They lived happily aboard a ship called the Penny Whistle. When people think of pirates, they tend to think of mean, scary bandits of the ocean, but these pirates were as kind and jolly as jolly could be, and they loved music, so much so that they became known as the Music Pirates. Whilst they went about their pirate duties aboard the Penny Whistle, they would play a merry tune that went something a little like this. The crew loved travelling the world and collecting brand new music to sing while they worked. So one sunny Tuesday, they set sail for Spain, playing this very tune. All of a sudden, the sun disappeared behind some big, dark storm clouds. The wind howled through the sails and the rain shook the ship to its timbers. The mighty gales sent the waves crashing into the boat, rocking it this way and that. The planks rattled and the crew battled through the storm for a day and a night until the first rays of sunlight pierced the clouds once again and the storm began to subside. As their eye patches began to dry and Petrushka, the ship's parrot, shook out her feathers, the pirates set out once again on their journey to find exotic music. But there, bobbing through the waves, in a battered, old rowing boat was a little boy. The pirates, being a friendly bunch, threw out a rope for the little boy to grab onto. Once aboard, with a cup of hot cocoa in his hands, the boy began to tell them his tale. "Hello, me hearties," said the boy. "You're not nasty pirates, are you?" "Why, of course not," exclaimed the captain. "We're the Jolly Music Pirates, and we are nice pirates. We sail the seven seas in search of brand new music to enjoy. How did you come to be so far across these seas in such a tiny boat?" "Well," said the boy, "I began my journey with my parents in Macedonia, but we got caught in that awful storm. I got swept overboard, but luckily I found this little boat, which I clung to for dear life. We were all heading for Brazil for the carnival, where I can only hope my parents are waiting for me. Will you take me, Mr. Captain? I'll teach you a song from Macedonia if you'd like, as a way to pay my voyage." "Oh, jolly well then," said the captain. "We've been meaning to pop to Brazil for carnival anyway. You're welcome to stow away with us, but my dear lad, we don't even know your name." "My name is Yakov," said the boy. "Thanking you kindly, music pirates." "Excellent," said the captain, "but first we need to stop off in Spain to restock our supplies and repair our ship from the storm. Off we go then. Hoist the mainsail and set sail for Spain." When they arrived upon the Spanish shores, they were eager to discover some more music from Spain, so they dropped anchor and strolled along the beach, humming as they went. Before long, they happened across a curious wooden hut. As they passed by, a beautiful melody spiraled out of the wooden hut and onto the beach, soothing everyone who had gone to have a picnic or play in the sea. Inside the hut, lying in an old, battered hammock, they found an elderly gentleman called Mr. Alberto, who was singing a heavenly song. "What a lovely tune," said the music pirates as Mr. Alberto finished his song. "We are the Jolly Music Pirates. Will you please teach us your song?" And so Mr. Alberto taught them. Delighted with their new song, they paraded back to the penny whistle. But suddenly they heard a shout from behind them. It was Mr. Alberto. He hurried after them and said, "Please may I come with you on your journey? I am an old man now, but I still want to learn some new music." So the music pirates, Yakov and Mr. Alberto set sail for Brazil. Once back aboard the penny whistle, the crew fell asleep, one by one, until it was only Petrushka, the parrot, who remained awake. Suddenly, Yakov woke up and saw a shadow pass alongside the ship. It was terrifying, and it darted this way and that. The terrifying shadow was a shark, and it appeared to be even more scared than Yakov. "Don't scream," said the shark. "My name is Stuart. Everyone is scared of me, but the thing about sharks is that we're really rather friendly." Upon hearing the commotion, the music pirates ran up onto the deck and tried to scare Stuart away by making a terrible commotion. Yakov, however, introduced them to Stuart and explained, "Don't be scared. Stuart is not a scary shark, like everyone thinks. Stuart, you could try smiling, and then everyone would know that you are friendly." So grinning gill to gill and showing all of his pointy teeth, everyone agreed that Stuart could come along. Before they could even see the land of Brazil, they heard all kinds of rhythms and melodies floating on the wind. "Of course," said Mr. Alberto, "it's the carnival." As soon as they got to the shore, Yakov started smiling and laughing, and they paraded through the carnival. Even though Yakov was having a marvellous time, he quickly remembered his parents and thought how much he missed them. Soon he became quite disheartened, thinking it would be impossible to find his parents in such a huge crowd. He sat dejectedly in the shade of a nearby palm. As he sat looking out across the sea of people, looking at all the happy families who were enjoying the festivities, he wished his parents were there with him to enjoy it. But then he saw them standing on top of the hill. He ran through the crowds towards his parents and hugged them, feeling overjoyed to be reunited. They were quite an ensemble now. The crew, Mr. Alberto, Yakov and his family. Stuart the shark stayed to guard the ship whilst they danced through the carnival. much merriment and singing, they decided that they'd all had a lovely time, but they really must go home. So they sailed back across the salty sea, taking turns to sing songs as they went. The end.